let's talk about IQ tests because so many people find them fascinating, and a lot of people think that if they get a higher IQ score, that they're more intelligent. So they practice and practice and practice, thinking when I get this high score, I'll be a genius, I'll be smart. Well, the only thing you need to know about IQ tests is that they're complete bullcrap. Okay, they're a complete waste of time. It's not even worth your time to even look at one or even take one because they don't measure anything. Because you can't really measure intelligence. Intelligence has so many different components to it. A test can never have all of them. So on the screen, we're going to take a quick look at an IQ test. Now, I'm not sure if IQ tests are all the same format or they have similar ideas or questions depending on where you get it. So we're going to look at the Mensa IQ test. Okay? So let's just quickly look at some questions. So which of the 5 is least like the other 4? Bear, snake, cow, dog, tiger. I would say snake because the snake is a reptile. If you rearrange the letters barbit, you would have the name of a ocean. I already see rabbit in it, so animal. And so just going through this, it's just so stupid because how is picking the difference from one animal compared to 4 other ones show that you're a genius? So that shows that you're intelligent. It doesn't. And so if you watch the interview I did with Matt Barron, we talked about a lot of great things. So I'm going to include a link down below so you can watch that. But we were talking about how people have more knowledge in one area than other people. And that's just the truth of things. And so depending on how much knowledge you have, you could seem like a genius or that you're really intellectual because you have a lot of experience and expertise in that specific subject. Take Einstein, for example. Fantastic, phenomenal at science, and he was great at playing the violin. But if I were to ask Einstein, hey, how do I, lose weight? How do I bulk up? If I asked him these questions, he would seem kind of stupid in that field, right? Because his expertise isn't in fitness or health. It was in science. And so intelligence depends on the person's expertise. Who cares if you can answer all these questions and get 100%? Whoopie-doo. When have you ever needed to answer a question like this? Which of the 5 is least like the other 4 in your life? Because, I always see this before I exercise. I always see this before I actually do some memory training. No, you never see these things. And so it's amazing how much time people waste on trying to perfect this, on trying to, get a higher score. Because it doesn't mean anything. Who cares? Look at this. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. Which of the numbers does not belong in the following series? And so why is this important? How does this show that you're smart? It doesn't. Because if there was some sort of actual intelligence test, maybe it include problem solving, okay? So that's a little bit more, you have to be a little bit more quick on your feet to solve problems, right? Kind of draw up on past experiences, kind of forecast, like, okay, wait, if I were to do this, what would happen next? So problem solving would probably be a really good way to test your intelligence. Maybe something memory related, how fast you can learn and comprehend something to be able to recall it at a later time. And there's just a lot of different things that you have to be testing that a test can never encompass like this because no one cares about none of this. No one cares at all. And it's amazing how many people want to try to use memory techniques to help learn this information because they think, if they get a score like, oh, you got 200, an IQ score of 200, you're a genius all of a sudden. They think, I don't know what they think really. Maybe they just want to feel good about themselves. But the thing is, you should feel good about yourself, about your knowledge, regardless if you have an IQ score of 200 or an IQ score of 10 or 0. Because you have knowledge that other people do not have. You're more smart in one area than other people. And that's all that matters, And so, I don't know what this has to do with anything. Which of the 5 designs makes the best comparison? So this analogy stuff, I always remember it, I think it was on the ACT or some other standardized test that you took in school. I never understood the purpose of it. Why would I ever need to know this analogy idea behind something like this? I understand analogies in writing, things like that, but an arrow is to a sideways A as a triangle is to, like, what does this even mean at all? What is this even testing? Is it testing that I could make a comparison between this and apply it to this? Like, I really don't know. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter at all at the end of the day. And so, don't waste your time. Please don't waste your time trying to study for IQ tests or even use memory techniques to remember information for IQ tests. All you should really be concerned with is just learning in general, expanding your knowledge, because knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is the true form of power. Because if you actually apply what you know to situations, to problems, that's what makes you intelligent. Because you can see a problem like, wait, I learned something in chemistry and I talked about the electrons and the neutrons and the atom. Oh yeah, that could work here. That is what intelligence is, not answering some poorly designed question. And so I know this was kind of a rant, but I just wanted to talk to you about why people want to do IQ tests, but why you shouldn't even give it a second thought, even a second of your time, because there's no benefit to doing an IQ test. And maybe there's a group that says if you have an IQ of 100 plus, you could join us, or a job. I don't know why a job would ever look at it, but a job's like you have to have an IQ of 150. I'm telling you, you do not want to be a part of a group that accepts you based on IQ, or a job that accepts you based on your IQ, because clearly they don't know how intelligence works. Okay, and I believe Einstein had a quote that goes like, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it would spend the rest of its life thinking it's stupid. Fishes aren't meant to climb trees, right? They're meant to swim. And so it's the same thing with your intelligence. You have your own knowledge, and that's better than some other person's knowledge, okay? There's not a single person on earth that has a knowledge of every single thing, that knows every single detail of every single subject out there. There just isn't, okay? So, to recap, and this is the most important thing that you need to take away from this video, is that IQ tests are bullcrap and a complete waste of time. Never, ever do them.